Hope project reach out effort. Hours equals price. We have contacted Dagon at LessWrong. Dagon is actually, I believe, someone of note and importance with influence whose time is extremely valuable in dollars per hour, although I'm not sure. Dagon wrote, time, unlike money. Oh, well, first my comment, I guess. Steve Whetstone. So maybe start with the whole summary. Let's do a wrap-up. Why destructive value capture? So this is talking about the pricing of movies and how there's inefficiency if you raise the price, and destructive value capture means that the seller wants to make the most profit and is willing to actually destroy value, such as have empty seats, in order to make the most profit. So we're talking about that. And my comment is, can you charge different prices to people based on their income? Theaters can make a lot more money by charging more to rich people and less to poor people. Suppose the movie has the same 0.5 hours value to 3 moviegoers. One moviegoer pays 10 hours and will not pay more than $5 to see the movie. One moviegoer makes $50 per hour and will not pay more than $25 to see the movie. One moviegoer makes $200 per hour and will not pay more than $100 to see the movie. Question: if the movie theater is allowed to change its price for the movie, then what is the most profitable price for the movie theater to set for the movie tickets? Multiple choice answer. So I'm not going to read this. I'm going to let you pause it and read it. The end point is the ticket price says 0.5 hours for the movie ticket. The dollar price is calculated based on the dollar per hour rate for each individual buyer. One ticket sells for $5, one ticket sells for $25, and one ticket sells for $100. The movie theater gets $130. Everyone sees the movie, no destructive value capture, economic inequality is reduced, and the theater makes the most money. Dagon replies, time, unlike money, is not fungible. The value of 0.5 hours of my time is close to 0 for some activities and in some of my mental states, and thousands of dollars for other situations, and the value to me does not often match the value to others, leading to sometimes selling time and sometimes buying time. More directly, why on earth would any moviegoer give an honest value of their time when they can pay less money by claiming less? Also, I suspect there are enough substitutes available that the price elasticity is much higher than in your example. You won't sell 2/3 as many at 5 times and 1/3 as many at time times. You will sell 0 for much more than 1.5 times, and you'll be supply constrained at 0.5 times. Dagon. I believe your first paragraph is wrong. Consider how it reads equally true or false when replacing the word time in your example with money in my example, and read how everything you claim about time as a currency is also true about money as a currency. You wrote, time, unlike money, is not fungible. The value of 0.5 hours of my time, you've read that. I revised as, money, unlike time, is not fungible. The value of a sandwich and soft drink is close to 0 for some times of the day after a steak dinner with wine. The value of a sandwich and soft drink is worth thousands of dollars during an emergency disaster when you haven't eaten for several days or weeks. There's a story in the Bible about a guy who sold everything he owned in the present and future for a dinner, Cain and Abel. The value to me does not often match the value to others, leading to some selling sandwiches and others buying them. More directly, why on earth would any moviegoer give an honest payment in dollars when they can forge money and pay less? Some additional thoughts. 1. There is no substitute for Marvel's Avengers. The movie theater has a complete monopoly on price setting, and if the movie is worth 1/2 hour of time to Bill Gates, who makes $1 million per hour, then in a free market, Bill Gates would be willing to pay up to $1/2 million rather than do without seeing the movie. 2. Yes, this would rely on an accurate technology system to measure time spent by individuals. This seems a trivial problem for our computers and digital clocks. This would also require something like a credit rating system, only much, much simpler. The credit rating system would verify your dollar per hour rate based on your pay stub or income tax statement or formula, just like we currently use modern technology to estimate your tax rate or credit rating. This credit rating agency would have to provide the dollar per hour exchange rate for any purchase, much like a credit card does every day for everyone who uses. So, not really a problem in the big scale of things. 3. Yes, you are right about the price sensitivity in a perfect theoretical market that omits the cost of shopping around and assumes perfect seller and buyer information. Most markets, such as sandwiches and movies, are not realistically modeled using laissez-faire free market perfect information with zero transaction cost assumptions. In a real market, shopping around takes time and effort and attention to find information and travel to the new sale location or to find a suitable substitute for Marvel Avengers at the IMAX 3D surround theater. I don't think Bill Gates would be able to hold a conversation about the new movie if he refuses to pay $500,000 and instead sees the less expensive movie, The Sorcerer's Stone, on his home on at his home on TV. The Sorcerer's Stone, or any other movie, is not a substitute good for the entertainment and conversation utility provided by Marvel Avengers. Bill Gates must pay the 1/2 hour price tag that is converted into dollars at the cash register based on his tax returns and wealth automatically using computers for his convenience. If Bill Gates lies or cheats, it is easily discovered and a violation of law for which Bill Gates would be fined 10 hours of his time at a credit rating bureau verified exchange rate of $1 million per hour equals $10 million fine for Bill Gates for lying about how much his dollar per hour rate is. Additional information not required, but hopefully of value and interest to you below. This is not a notion I just came up with. I have spent 5,000 hours of research and development on this technology, which was developed in conjunction with an artificial intelligence synthetic life form. I appreciate your attention and time. I would like to discuss this further with you. Consider if you replace the word movie with the word EpiPen, a medical life-saving device with a monopoly seller. The Hope Project, hours equals price, is crowdsourced creating a price tag that makes the seller money and reduces inequality at the same time. This is possible and done already with things like the Swiss day fine. A day fine, unit of fine, or structured fine, is a unit of payment that above a minimum fine is based on the offender's daily personal income. A crime is punished with incarceration for a determined number of days or with fines. As incarceration is a financial punishment in the effect of preventing work, a day fine represents 1 day incarceration and without salary. It is argued to be just because if both high-income and low-income populations are punished with the same jail time, they should also be punished with a proportionally similar income loss. An analogy may be drawn with income tax, which is also proportional to the income, even progressively. And a link to day fine on Wikipedia. There are many other precedents for charging in units of hours of your time and using progressive pricing in the free marketplace, but I don't want to be accused of spanning irrelevance again, so write back for more information, please, and give me permission and endorsement so I don't get banned again, please. P.S. The moderator claimed to have lifted my ban, but has still not done so on my original account. Can you upvote my comment or ask the moderator to reactivate discussions started by thehopeproject@gmail.com? And I believe the appropriate place to discuss this is in the now banned and blocked discussion regarding implementation of society-scale benefits generated by a sentient AI life form, not theoretical. And here's the URL to the discussion, which will not work. So, that ends this video.